Last Tuesday, I saw BabyMetal at the Fillmore down in Silver Spring, Maryland, for part of their tour that's going on now. Um, I went with my cousin Jason, who went in totally blind. Like, he had no idea what to expect. And I mean, being a 45-year-old dude who grew up on like Maiden and Slayer and Venom and Metallica and Megadeth, Iron Maiden, I was really hesitant on what he would think of the show, and it turns out he loved it. Like, one of the first things that he said to my mom after the show was, "Those girls could scream their asses off. They had so much energy. I would be exhausted." But back to the show anyway. We were around the block, like the line stretched so far around the block, and well, me and Jason were standing next to this guy and his son. I forget the guy's name, but his son was named Noah, I think. He's this little adorable 8-year-old kid who apparently he wanted to see the band for his birthday. He had just turned 8. It was so adorable. He was so energetic and happy and jumping around, like before the show. Like before we even got in the venue, he was all jumpy and happy. And it was so adorable. Like, and he was talking about how he plays drums and how he really likes the music. And his dad, I guess, who was with him, had said that he had just found him through some group that was talking about him and decided to check him out, and he really liked him. And the diversity in the crowd was something I haven't seen at a show in, well, maybe ever. I mean, aside from maybe Delane and definitely X Japan, but I don't go to too many shows. But it was the most diverse crowd I've ever seen. Like age range, ethnicities, height, weight, age, just everything. Like there were old people, for like kids, middle-aged folks, like all different sort of get-ups, and people were cosplaying, and it was so cool. With the show, they opened with BabyMetal Death, which was freaking insane. Like, this huge dude, freaking big dude, he started throwing, he started one of the bigger mosh pits, and it sort of spread, because people kind of didn't want anything to do with him, but they were moshing anyway, because I almost saw a fight, I thought. And I mean, he sort of moved away, but people kept moshing anyway. The next song was Doki Doki Morning. Everyone was doing the hand dances. Yawa, Abedama Fever, GJ, Amore, which that one was insanely good. Catch Me If You Can, people are going to dance to that. Metataro, that was awesome too. Ichime, Deme, Zetai. The only thing I regret during that song is not being able to get close enough for a pit, or the Wild Death. It was such a great performance. I'm kicking myself still for not being able to get into that pit. And then Karate, Megitsune, which I have recorded. That was so much fun too. And Gimme Chocolate. And then the one. And then they had their encore, Thread of Resistance, which was amazing, except for the fact that I wanted to crowd surf, and they threw me up during the intro, and not where the song really kicks in. And I just was like, oh god, that was way too early. Come on, dudes. I know you're drunk, but still. It was funny. I mean, before the before the show had opened, and it was just around like 8:25, Jason turned to me and said, "You know, if I were 20 again, I'd be up there moshing and stage diving and just all this other stuff that I used to do, cut forehead, everything. I'd so do it, but I'm too old for it, man." And he stood by the bar, I guess, and talked with a few people, and he said he really enjoyed the show, but some of it was really overwhelming. After the show, I met this dude. Actually, I met a few people like before and during the show. I don't remember their names, but I remember meeting a guy after the show named Patrick who gave me his business card, and we talked about like the band and how we first found them and this, that, and the other, and it was really cool. He literally had Baby Metal Death like tattooed like right here on one arm, and Headbanger on the other arm in Japanese, and it was so cool. And I got one of the coolest pictures that I've ever taken at a concert. Well, aside from the Hide cosplayer at X Japan, I got a picture with this girl who had, I guess it was some sort of kimono, and she was dressing up like the band, and she was so adorable. I just wish I got her name. She was happy to get a picture with me, though. That was cool. But again, the band's energy, oh my god, it was through the roof. I would honestly feel so bad for the people that had to get locked out of the venue because the venue probably oversold. Oh, gosh, I hope they were moshing and dancing outside. I really do. It would only be appropriate that they would. But, yeah, I was surprised that they didn't play Headbanger or, Akutse. Akitsuke, whatever that freaking song is. I love that song. But, yeah, the girls' energy was great. Suzuka's voice soared. Yui and Moa, they got the energy going. The Kami band had a little set of their own, like first song, and it was amazing. The whole place was just so full of happy people and happy energy, and probably some people who were dragged along by their friends or their family or whatever, like my cousin was, who may have been turned into fans that night. You never know. But the fact that the band gets such a crap rap from a lot of metal fans, it really, I'd say, I understand why, but it's still bullshit. Because if you see them live and go in totally blind, like if you see them, just go see them live, honestly. Like, you'll get caught up in all the energy. You'll get caught up in the crowd, in the band's performance, just everything. You'll forget the gimmickry or alleged gimmickry, the manufactured nature of the band, this, that, or the other. They're just an awesome spectacle to see. And they didn't even have fireworks or pyro or any of the special effects. It was amazing. Like, I thought it was going to be stripped down, which it was. But I thought it was going to be like, okay, this doesn't feel like a baby metal show because no fireworks, da-da-da-da. Because that's what you expect to see. Because you see the live videos on the internet and it's and all the fireworks and pyro. But none of that. Just pure, raw energy in a tight, seedy, little couple thousand people venue. And they killed it. They freaking tore that roof off, and it was amazing. But yeah, I may do more of these just to review albums or movies or something. But I don't know. I might do some more gaming stuff. But yeah, Baby Metal at Silver Spring, Fillmore. It rolled. They were awesome. The fans were kick ass. I met a new friend. Got a picture with a cute person. And maybe earned a new fan or three. But, yeah. Cheers.